channel. My name is Tafina. If you are new to my channel, then welcome. If you are not new and you're returning, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for being super patient with me. If you watched my last video, you know what I'm talking about. It was like only 2.5 minutes long, but yeah. And those of you who commented on the video, thank you so much for your kind words. I really appreciate it. My family and I really appreciate it. So today's video is, I feel like it's just going to be like a mixture of things, because I feel like I have a lot of things that I'm like, it's been a while, so I want to just say everything. I know it might be a lot, just kidding. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat too, because I'm really hungry. I'm starving. So this is something that I wanted to share with you guys. It's something that I actually tried, and one time I was sleeping and then I couldn't sleep and I kept tossing and turning. I was like, oh, I can't sleep. So then Cortland and I were talking. He was just like, get up and cook. And I was like, all right then. So I was like, when I was getting ready to start cooking and stuff, I was like, I wonder if I should make burritos and sell it to his coworkers. So that's what I did. I got up and I made tortilla burritos. This sounds weird. I made potato, spam, and eggs and fresh tortillas. And then, of course, I rolled it up and everything. And I went to his work and I sold them. I sold out. And it made me feel good, because the next day, not the next day, but when he got home from work, he was like, oh, all the guys like your your tortilla, and they said it's really good, and they're like complimenting me. So I was like, oh, okay, they love my food, yay. And then this morning what I did is I got up again and I made sandwiches for them. I made toast sandwiches. So basically what it is spam and eggs and toast. And that's what I'm going to eat now. I'm really hungry. I'm so hungry. Oh my god, just take a big bite. Oh, and I have orange juice. Oh yeah, that was a huge bite. And I kind of like got stuck right here. So it's like, I'm trying to swallow. Ugh. Okay, and then what I wanted to also do is I want to shout out my #1 subscriber. This person is always on my case. He was like, are we going to make a video? I want to make a video with you. When are you going to do your next video? I'm waiting for your next video. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. He is my grandson, Eli. I know you're watching. He is always hyping me up. I swear. Like, he's like, oh, I watch your videos. He's like, I'm waiting for your next one to come out. And then his mom, whom is my niece, she told me that he's really into my videos, and he goes back all the time, and he just literally just sits in his room watching my old YouTube videos. And I'm like, dang. And it makes me feel good too, because I'm not with them all the time, and this is just one way for them to see me and be like in touch with me and stuff. So I'm really happy that he loves my videos. So Eli, thank you so much for being my #1 subscriber. Also, he got Student of the Month. Yay! I'm so happy for him. He definitely deserves it. He is one of a kind. All 4 of my grandbabies I love him to pieces, but him, he's got a a unique soul where he's just literally one of a kind. And I love you all. Josiah, Eli, Alicia, and Ryan. Love you, babies. And so literally Daisy sitting right here. So I actually want to do a never have I ever. I know it's fun with someone else, but there's no one else around me. Nobody wants to collab with me. Nobody wants to be in my videos. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta entertain myself too. So I downloaded some questions from Pinterest. And I was like, oh, okay, these ones look kind of cool. They look cool, look pretty cool. So my first question that I wanted to ask, and I just saw like the first sentence just to see if it was a good one, or the first question, and based off of that, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this one. So my first never have I ever broken the 5-second rule. Hell yeah, I went to 10. I did 10 seconds. I'm like, hey, no shame, no shame. If you're really hungry, you're like, let's do 15 seconds. Hey, never have I ever lost sunglasses that I was already wearing. Yes, well, not wearing, but normally I put my sunglasses right here, hang it on my shirt when we're going to the store or the restaurant or something. But this time I actually had it in my hair, and I was just like, I'm like, where is it? But my husband, who's like, on your head, I'm like, oh, just kidding. Testing you. Hey. Never have I ever wanted to be one of the Kardashians. No. Never have I ever watched an episode of Gilmore Girls. You know what? I've never seen one episode. I see a lot of memes. I see people watching it and stuff. But me personally, I've never watched one single episode at all. I just don't find that show intriguing. It's not my type of show, I guess you could say. I love murder, mystery. And I tell Carlin this all the time. I'm like, I love Law and Order. Like, just murder, mystery, that's my thing. And I love it. And he's like... Never have I ever pretended to know a stranger. Yes. Yes, especially going to church. People are like, hey. And then you're like, hey. But the thing is, when you go to church, it's just a lot of, hey, brother, hey, sister. So even though you don't know their name, just, hey, sister. You'll get away with that. That's horrible. That's very horrible. And I'm ashamed to say it. I don't know everybody in the church circle when I do go to church. But yeah. Never have I ever said, excuse me, when there was no one around. Yes, yeah, all the time. Like, I even say to Daisy and Zuzu too, and Kilo, I'm like, excuse me. And when I'm driving, I'm like, all right, excuse me, get out of my way. You're going slow. You're driving too slow. Just kidding. Never have I ever worn sleepwear and pretended it was clothing. No. No, because I have a specific type of shirt and shorts that I wear, and I would never wear those out in public. I mean, yeah, I wear them at home since it's just me and Carlin here, but then, like, when we have people here, like family visiting, I don't wear that. I get dressed. Never have I ever missed a high five. Yes. You know, when you're all, yeah. Totally missed. Yes, I've done that. I forgot what movie it was on, but yeah, I've done that. Never have I ever pretended to laugh at a joke I didn't get. Yes, I did. I have. Especially being around my siblings again due to the whole loss of my sister. We've all come together again. They all talk in Navajo. They're fluent in Navajo, and I'm just like, okay. Like, I understand Navajo, but not like to the extent. They're like talking really fast, and then all of a sudden it's like, and I'm like, good one. I don't know. That's just me. Never have I ever made a duck face when taking a selfie. I actually did, only because I was making fun of it, and I was proving a point to my nieces and my nephews. That's really the only time. Never have I ever actually laughed out loud when typing LOL. I think everybody's guilty of this. I am, me included. Never have I ever Googled my own name to see what comes up. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm guilty of that. I'll just leave it there. Never have I ever lied in a job interview. Honestly, I never have. I've never lied in a job interview. It's because it shows more of your integrity, and I like to think that I have integrity, and that is something that would weigh heavy on me if I ever did lie in an interview. Only because I may have been cheating someone else out of it who really needed it, deserved it. And I don't know, that's just me. I have integrity. Never have I ever agreed with something Donald Trump said. I'm not going to respond to that. Never have I ever had surgery. Yes, I have had surgery, and it's a few YouTube videos back. It's about my reproduction system, I guess you can say, but it's an old video. You can watch it. Just look it up. Never have I ever accidentally eaten a bug. Maybe when I was younger, not accidentally, it may have been intentional, but I'm sure I did. And it must have been good because I don't remember it, and I'm still living. Never have I ever sing a song out loud and miss the lyrics. Yes, when you're cruising, you're so confident that you have that Martina McBride voice, that Shania Twain. You're like, yeah. Oh, here's another thing too. Is me and Cortland always laugh. Is we're like, you know how like you don't know the words, but the main part, like the chorus, not the chorus. Yeah, the chorus, I guess you can say, comes on. You're so confident, and you're like, yeah, and I don't know why, but I'm literally cracking myself up over this because we know someone who does that all the time, and it's just so freaking funny. Ooh, I'm crying. Okay. Never have I ever gone into the wrong restroom. Yes. Because I think we were at Buffalo Wild Wings, and the restroom sign, of course, was there. And then I had to go so bad that I ran into the restroom, and I legit sat down, did my business and all of that. And I came out of the stall, and there was like 3 guys washing their hands. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit. I'm like in the wrong restroom. But here's the thing is I didn't just leave. I walked up to this thing and I washed my hands. Oh, I'm laughing. And then the guys in there, they're just looking at me. I was like, I'm not walking into the restroom without washing my hands. And one guy's all good. But yeah, I finished the whole thing like beginning to end. And then I walked out and I told my husband. He was just laughing. He was like, "You're so crazy." But yeah, I did. And never have I ever laughed so hard I peed my pants. So, it was Cortland and I. We went out one time. Our friend Willis was driving us, and when you got home, we were going up the stairs. This is when we still lived in the apartment. We were going up the stairs, and literally halfway up the stairs, Cortland tripped, and he like missed a step and he tripped. And the noise that he made when he fell, oh my god, he was like, oh my gosh, and then I had to pee so bad, and I was halfway up the stairs, and I peed on myself. I was so mad. And then on top of that, like, I started peeing and I like quickly crossed my legs and it stopped. I made myself stop. So then we got to the door. We made it to the stairs and got to the door and I ran to the restroom. So I partially peed on myself, but I still did. Never have I ever been caught picking my nose. Yeah. I don't know if anybody actually caught me, but I'm pretty sure if they did, they never said anything to me. They never called me out. They just let me do me. They're the real ones. Just kidding. Never have I ever been scammed online. I think we all have eventually in our lives, but it's just whether you can tell the difference of being scammed or not. And this is something I take very seriously. And I tell Cortland, I'm like, do not open anything, do not reply to anything, anyone without me looking at it first. I'm like, do not do any of that. So that's something I take really, really seriously. Never have I ever been betrayed by my friend. Yes, I've actually been betrayed by many friends who were no longer my current friends. We're more of acquaintances. We're not friends anymore. And this person was my best friend. It just took them realizing what kind of friend I was to them a little too late to rekindle what happened and to fix and get over what happened between us. But eventually we did. But I don't trust this person anymore. We'll always be acquaintances, but never best friends again. Never have I ever heard my partner snore all the time. Cortland's like a freaking chainsaw. Just kidding. And he says I am too. Like when I'm like super, super tired, he says he says I'm like a chainsaw. And one time he's like, God damn, I got no sleep because of you. And he was like, I literally wanted to sleep on the couch, and he was like, I could not sleep. And he's like, you're snoring so loud like a man. I was like, what? And I said, no Given, no regrets. I don't care. I have no regrets at all. At least I got a good sleep. Never have I ever brought someone home to meet the parents. When my parents were alive, no. I don't think I've ever. I've brought in like friends home who are guys from high school, but never someone I was dating. I didn't date in high school. I didn't. And out of high school, I went to the military, so I wasn't dating then too. No, my parents have never met anybody that I've ever dated, or I've never taken anybody home to meet their parents. But my siblings have. They met Cortland. They met my ex. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Never have ever grabbed the wrong person's hand. No. I don't think so. But I will tell you this story is when Cortland and I first started dating. It was me, him, my little brother, Mark. We were driving home on the reservation to go see my family. And then we were just talking about like a story and stuff. And it was Cortland and then my little brother, Mark. And then I was in the back seat. And then they were talking about a story and stuff. And my brother was like, yeah, I remember you were with us. You were with us. It was that one time we did this. We weren't here, and we were with my family and stuff. And then Cortland was driving. He was just like, when? He's like, was I? And then my little brother, he was just like, yeah, I remember there. And then you did this. We went and did this. And I was thinking about it in the back seat too. And I was just like, that does sound really familiar. And my, my little brother, he just kept talking about it, like, over and over. And like, it just started becoming more clear and stuff. And then it hit me. It dawned on me. He was talking about my ex. I'm freaking slap mark from the back seat. I was like, he looked back, and then I was like, it's not him, it's not him. And basically I was saying, it's not him, it wasn't him. And then my little brother, he was just like, what? And I said, it wasn't him. And then when my little brother realized what I was saying, he quickly changed the subject. He started talking about something else. And then that whole time, like 10 minutes later goes by, and Corlin's still thinking about it. He was like still driving, thinking about it, and he went back to it. He was like, wait, when was this again? And I was like, ah! I was like, it wasn't you. I was like, he was talking about my ex. And then he was like, oh, and yeah, it was so uncomfortable in that moment. But yeah. And so yeah, that's basically what happened. I never grabbed the wrong person's hand, but we did talk about the wrong person in my life. Anyways, that was my little never have I ever little edition. If you enjoyed it, I really hope you did. If you didn't, sorry. Just kidding. But anyways, I just want to thank you guys so much for taking time to watch my video, to watch me take a bite and almost choke on it. Just kidding. But yeah, thank you guys so much. And I really, really appreciate you guys taking your time out of your day to watch my video. And like I said, if you are not new to my, or if you are not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you are already subscribed, thank you again. Yay! Anyways, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.